Good evening, Don Roberts, week 4. Our assignment tonight is an instructional speech. So I want to know how many of you have ever experienced that. You grab a flashlight, you try to turn it on, and nothing happens. It's a bad situation, especially if there's no electricity. So what I'd like to talk to you tonight about is how I can shed light on how to fix that issue. Get it? Shed light? Pretty funny, right? Okay, so there are 4 main steps that we're going to be talking about tonight, and they are, in order: disassembly of the flashlight, removal of the battery, replacement of the battery, and then reassembling of the flashlight. And there are some key points in all of this that we've got to make sure that we cover to make sure that it functions when we're done. So the first step that you have to do is you have to disassemble the flashlight. In this case, we unscrew the end. Ta-da! Very simple, very simple. Now the second step is we have to remove the battery. In some cases, batteries. In this case, only one. But there's a key point to this, is turning the body of the flashlight upside down. When we do that, the battery falls out. So the key point is keeping your hand underneath the battery or underneath the body of the flashlight so that you catch the batteries as they fall out. That way they're not on the floor and bouncing around and doing strange things. Now the third step of this process is replacing the battery. So the key to that is polarity. What is the polarity of the battery? There's a positive and a negative side to the battery, and you have to put it in the correct way. That was the third step. The fourth step of the replacement of the batteries is to reassemble the flashlight. And now there's a key point here in the fact that you can very easily cross-thread this in to where it doesn't fit right and the battery doesn't make contact and the flashlight doesn't work. So you have to be very careful when you're screwing this back on to make sure that you put that together properly. Now, seems like a very simple process, but there are some people who don't know how to do that. So I hope this was instructional to you tonight. I hope that it pays off in your day-to-day living, and I hope you never lose electricity, but if you do, you now know how to change the batteries in a flashlight. So I hope the instructions are beneficial for you, and I hope that everything goes well. If the instructions were not beneficial for you and they don't work, well, that's not my fault. So thank you, have a great time, and good luck in the rest of the class. Have a good evening.